I am at a point in my life where I can be just Dakota and not Lindsay Lohan's brother Dakota.
Was she like canceled or something?
She just walked away from it. She needed to figure herself out. That's why she moved to Dubai.
Is she still acting?
She just did Freakier Friday. And then,
that's recent.
Blew up the box office. And then no, she did 3 Netflix movies right before that.
When? Where? She looks incredible. Who did her face, bro?
We talk about this, yeah.
I got to be honest. Lindsay was looking a little bit worn. Like she's been partying, you know, again, because she had been. And then next day, she looked 20, gorgeous, fresh, perfect. And I'm like, that's what I want.
I think it's.
Where'd she get it done?
It's Linz and me are like really close. Like really, really close, like best buds. And when I did a movie with her, I was like, I'm gonna get an Oscar before you.
I saw you in a big black dress once. What was that about?
It was Christian Siriano.
Was there ever a dark side of Hollywood that you were exposed to?
It's funny because
is Illuminati real?
I mean,
what it is, Brad Lee back again with another episode of Dropping Bombs. Today in the studio, folks, I have a very interesting guest. My man, Dakota Lohan, is in the house. What's up?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Folks, if you guys don't know this dude, you might know his sister, Lindsay Lohan. The old Lohan family's been in the news for years. Dakota, the youngest sibling, I believe. Yeah.
The baby, yeah.
The baby. The baby of the family, making his own way out in the world, fashion designer, making one of one clothing designs, artist, actor, the whole 9 yards. Artist, I'd say.
Yeah, artist.
Now, obviously, everywhere you go, I'm sure it's like, oh, you're Lindsay's brother.
So a lot of times I was like, I do like test subjects where it's like, I'll just say Dakota. And then I'll wait like an hour and they'll like me as Dakota. Then I'll say like, oh, I'm Dakota Lohan. Because they'll ask like, what do you do? I'll say modeling. And they'll be like, oh, you're Lindsay Lohan's brother. And the switch flips right away where it's more like, oh, they care that much more. And it's like, oh, it's funny because you do like a test theory with people where you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense that you like me for me. And now you like me more because of my sister's notoriety, I guess you would say.
Does that bother you?
It used to a lot. Yeah, I used to fight a lot to defend the honor of like people are just ignorant. We could curse on here, yeah?
Sure.
We were fucking assholes. Like they were rude and like.
About what?
Just like saying like your sister was a drug addict and whatnot. And like, yeah, everyone has their demons. They have their problems. Like I'm sure if someone was in like a college,
especially when they're forced into the underbelly of Hollywood young.
But yeah, I had a kid.
Name a kid that didn't, and you'll be hard pressed to find one that didn't get 100%. Tied up.
And that time in LA or Hollywood like was different than it is now. Like it was just all rage the whole time. And like a kid at 17 moving out from New York on her own with good income and good finance. Like she, I don't know, had her time to like release from all the trauma that like we grew up with. And she's obviously super talented. So like it's a blessing and a curse. I would say like it's nice that to have it because I've learned a lot from it. But growing up, it was more like people would just be ignorant for no reason
and talk shit about her.
And not even me because I'm just like.
But I mean, would everybody like think that you're just riding her coattails?
Yeah, always. Still,
what's wrong with that, Joe? Out of curiosity.
So the thing that's wrong with it to me is that I am my own entity. Like I'm Dakota. Yeah, we're the same sibling, same family, but I like to not be Lindsay Lohan's brother Dakota. And I love the fact that I am at a point in my life where I can be just Dakota and not be Lindsay Lohan's brother Dakota. I know it will always come up, but it's also beautiful that I have that platform in the first place because
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
shit. My sister was Lindsay Lohan. I'd be using it like a motherfucker.
So I used to, and then people would take advantage of me, like my kindness for weakness, where it was like, oh, you're not even here, but like, can we drop like your name? And I was like, no, dude, like that's not what it's about because I don't know what the fuck y'all are gonna do wherever you go. And it was more about the fact of like respect and like the way you deliver words to people and the way you speak to people that they never really understood. And that's when my intuition kicked in and I was like, I don't really mess with most of these people because they're just using me for the name.
Well, that's Hollywood, isn't it?
That's New York. That's Hollywood. That's everywhere I go. Even hear someone said it like last night, and I was like, that's so strange that you switched up so quick based off a name, like a last name.
Well, there's, I call them fanboys, but like that means star stalkers. Like, as soon as they know that someone famous, they automatically switch
Instantaneously, which is the craziest thing to me, because like we were talking about earlier, like,
but that's also Dakota, how you can tell that they're not real people.
And that's what I'm grateful for, the intuition that I have, where you could tell if someone's real or not right away. It's like you can know, all right, like you're doing this for a certain reason, like an alter like persona, but it's like it doesn't matter because I can't help you. Like I can't change your life. Like I do my stuff my own, and I'm grateful to have that platform from my sister. But it doesn't mean anything more than that to me, because my sister's my sister. I grew up with my sister. Like, she's my blood. That's it. And people don't realize that. It's like, oh, she's fame. It's like, nah, this is my sister, Lindsay. Like,
not only that, but if you ask Lindsay, she's just Lindsay. Like a lot of famous people that I know are just people. They just happen to be famous. So people think they're this thing, when in reality they're just freaking people.
They're just humans. At the end of the day, that's what is the funniest thing to me. Maybe funny isn't the nicest word, but like it's funny to me because people really put them on a pedestal and idolize so much about a human. It's just a human. Yeah. Like we all are the same people. They just do stuff that you love and enjoy because they're artists. Yeah. And that's awesome. But you could admire it as much as you want, but don't idolize that person, because then you're going to fall into a rut where you're like, oh my gosh, I need to like succumb to this person, or like who they are and what they do and their like mannerisms and whatnot. It's like, no, dude, like take art from art and like take what she's done, and then you love her as an actress or whatever, take that and then run with it your own way. Don't like just keep it bottled up and then be like, oh my God, it's Lindsay Lohan, I have to stand outside for hours. Respect, that's how you have fans and followings, and it's beautiful that people love her that much. At the same time, it's like, calm down a bit, like just chill out a bit, because she's just a human. At the end of the day, she just wants to walk down the street with her kid and her husband. Like she doesn't need it the whole time.
Yeah, well, dude, I'm definitely not like famous, but I get a little bit of it myself. And when people are done, they're like,
famous in here.
You're just like you are on social media. And I'm like, what'd you expect? Like people are just people. When you're glamorized and you're in movies and you're like, the whole world knows who you are visually, especially, people just for some reason just put you on this different level where you're just like, they just go gaga over you. It's crazy. And I again, I don't get anywhere near, I'm sure, what Lindsay got, or like Brad Pitt gets, or like real celebrities get. But even me, like people are shaking sometimes when they meet me.
How does that make you feel?
And I can see their lip twitching, and I can see them nervous, and they're like freaking out because, oh my God, you're, and I, dude, I'm just a dude.
At the end of the day, you're just Brad.
Yeah, like go home to my house. Nobody thinks I'm famous there. My kids don't care. Nobody cares. I'm just Brad there. I'm just dad there. Here, I'm just Brad. Everyone that works here, nobody walks in and is like, oh my God, that's Brad in there.
Well, when people like quiver or whatever, like you were saying, like, what does that do for you? Like, does it make you feel uncomfortable in a sense, or is it like
not really
rewarding?
Not really. It's flattering, of course, but
because of what you do for yourself.
No,
right? Like,
because, they're so impressed by you, I guess. But at the end of the day, I also, in a way, feel a little sympathy for them, because they're putting me in some high position when in reality, dude, I'm just on the internet. Even if I was in movies, I was an actress in a movie. But it's understandable because, everyone sees the movie and you get famous. So if like Lindsay or, Ben Affleck or Brad Pitt walks down the street, everybody freaks out because you don't see them anywhere else other than the movie or TV. And for me, it's, oh, I see you on social media for the last 5 years. I think you're funny. It's almost like they think they know you, and now they've never seen you in real life. So it's something special. When in reality, to us, to regular people. We're just regular people. Like, I'll bet you if Lindsay was sitting right here, she's just a regular person.
She's the funniest.
Yeah,
well, she's the funniest dude in the world.
She probably just wants to be treated that way.
I think she's come after my nephew Luai, her son. She's come to like
Luai.
Like,
where'd that name come from?
I don't know, honestly, but I chose the middle name, which I'm grateful for.
What's the middle name?
Luai Gray.
Cool name.
But I think when Lindsay had Luai, it changed her perspective on like, I don't care. It's family that means the most. And when you don't have that support system in your life, and like, it's hard because not a lot of people do, but when she had Better and Luai, like, that changed her whole mindset of how she operates her being. She's like, I'm going to go to work. I'm going home to see my kid. And like, nothing matters besides her family, which is, I guess, like before that, like you have all these outsiders like that are, call them like bloodsuckers, leechers, whatever you want to call them, that like are trying to take your whatever, like your good, like your kindness for weakness, where it's like, they don't really give a shit about you. They're just doing it to put you down in a sense. And you're engaging in it because you're numbing from all the other trauma in your life that makes you feel that you have to be around these people. So you don't have to think, you don't have to worry, you don't have to care about things because you're not thinking, because you have no support system. And now with her support system, it's a whole different human. It's like a 180. And it's like, she doesn't care like at all about people following her or whatnot. She knows who she is and she's proud of who she is for her work now, instead of being like, this was a lot, this was that, this was this. Now she's like, no, I did that and I did it great and I should be proud of it, instead of like these people shitting on me or shunning me, tabloids, TMZ, whatever it may have been, right? Like, but it's a cool thing to see as like whatever, as the baby, you see a lot, because like she's 10 years older than me, so you see a lot of differences and you learn from it and grow from it. But like, she just really switched her whole mantra, like who she is as a person, from, I think, having a special partner and a child. I think a child changes a lot. Well, changed a lot for her, at least.
And you live and you learn.
Yep. And that's the main thing. It's like people compensate for just living. Like, you could just be yourself, and people make mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
At all.
Well, it sounds like growing up in the shadow, let's call it, of Lindsay, kind of almost, for me, I would have taken advantage of it. I would have embraced it and I would have used it. And I don't care what fucking people thought. Like, I'd have busted in the door and be like, Dakota Lohan, Lindsay's my sister. What can you do for me? And I'd have leveraged it. Why? Because, dude, I am not worried about people going, oh, all you're doing is this. Dude, I would have leveraged it and then use that leverage to kick in the door to where now, oh, you're Lindsay, Dakota's sister. You know what I mean? But dude, that's an advantage people don't have, those connections. The fact that you call Lindsay, hey, do me a favor, show up here one night. Like, I would have leveraged it. I would have been on the phone with Lindsay every day going, Lindsay, I need you over here at this party, girl. Get over here.
For you, Brad. So you say that now, but like, if you were, say, 13 and she's 23,
not young. You were
like, you don't understand that concept yet.
Yeah, no,
so
you were too young.
Know until like you grow up yourself and mature yourself, and you're like, oh, now I don't want to take advantage of it, but it is a great platform that you could build off of. But I never wanted to do that because I know who I am as a person. And I was like, I don't want to be a product of just someone else. Like you said, like,
yeah, but that's where I think you're wrong.
Yeah, it's probably insecurities or something. I don't know.
It is insecurity, and it's understandable. But dude, it doesn't matter because you're not that, right? In other words, that's not who you are. You happen to be a famous person's brother. Shit, leverage that shit, because at the end of the day, dude, they're going to realize eventually you're you. And the fact that she got you in the door, who gives a shit? You're in the door.
That's true. I take too much outsiders' opinions instead of my, like, I got in the door because of her. Use that. You're right.
Boom.
Yeah. And that's something that I've been working on, and I've gotten better at it, because forever it's like you you just feel like that's her niche. That's her thing. And then when I did a movie with her, I was like, nah, that's my thing too. And I always joke with her, I'm like, I'm going to get an Oscar before you. And then I'll say thank you to you because you got me here, because I'm feeling myself more now because of her platform that she's given to me.
Yeah.
Instead of using it again. Like when I was a kid, to get into clubs with my friends, I'd be like, oh yeah, like Lynn's my sister. Oh, go right in. Like, but that was dumb. Like it wasn't like.
But any kid with red hair could have said that.
True. Till they see the ID and it's
do all the siblings have red hair?
It's just me and Liz. And then Michael. So it's Lindsay, Michael, Aliana. Michael and Aliana look straight Italian, half Italian, half Irish.
What do they do?
Michael has a real estate company and a brokerage firm. So he went off to his own thing, like self-made, like so grateful for him, like self-made, like successor. Aliana's a musician, singer, but also for Aliana to speak on behalf, like that's my best friend, like to speak on her behalf, like I feel like being the sister of Lindsay is harder than being the brother of Lindsay, like in my opinion, because women are vicious growing up, like in middle school, high school, like, and you don't know how to operate. And Aliana is very emotional and like empathetic. So like it hurt a lot for her. And then seeing that like your sister is your sister, they take advantage of that for Allie, and Allie, it hurt her. But now she's like getting back to herself again. I think the timing of everything makes the most sense. Like Aliana wouldn't be Aliana now without all that shit that happened. Like if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be the badass she is now. She was always a badass, but she found it again.
You're forged in the fire.
Yeah. You literally forged in the fire. Like the sword, like everything. Like you literally are put into fire and then you figure it out. Which I think, I don't know, for me, I'm grateful for it. But it's still weird, like, until you understand it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time you're like, fuck this. Why me? God, like, whatever you believe in, like, why this, why that? Like, but then you're like, nah, fuck, like, F that. Like, I'm doing it because I know I'm capable of it myself. And once you get that insecurities go away, those inner demons go away, you could do whatever the fuck you want. But it takes a while to understand that yourself when your whole life was your mom taking you on sets, because my dad was never involved. So it's like my mom taking us on sets because she had full custody. So we didn't know what was going on. We were just kids in like whatever, doing homeschooling and like trailers and whatnot. We didn't know. Like you're 10, 8, you have no idea what's going on. And then you realize it later on in your life. Like you're like, whoa, like it's just fucking not normal. Like it doesn't make sense. Like usually most kids go to school 5 days a week, hang out with their friends on the weekends, do it again. We were here, LA, Toronto, like all over because my mom had to take us. Otherwise we were at my nana's and that was it. So it's like, it took us a while and Aliana to process, both of us to process like, what is this? Like, is this like the real reality, or is it like some fame reality, which it was fame reality, but fame is a weird word to me in the sense too, that it's like when you put people on a pedestal, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, then you're overcompensating someone for something. Yes, you could admire their talent, but that's all you should do. If you put them higher than you, you're putting yourself lower on a totem pole forever. And you're just lower than everyone because you're never going to get to that level. It's like, what level? Your level is created by whatever you do, not whatever someone else does.
That's right.
That's a fucking
Come on,
bomb
man.
drop. Yeah.
That's a bomb drop right there. People need to pay attention. Was there ever a dark side of Hollywood that you were exposed to that you can break some news?
Dark side, personally.
Because you hear all the shit about Hollywood.
So it's funny because Lynn's and me are like really close, like really, really close, like best buds. And I would go out there with my mom and then we would go back to New York, Long Island, and I would stay with Lindsay for a bit extra time. And
did she live there? She
lived there from 17 to 26, 27.
On her own though?
On her own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was problematic. But I never, with Lindsay, never any, I mean, I got my first tattoo when I was 16. I guess that's not really problematic, but for the tattoo artist, it is because it's not good for them. But I never seen, she never, like, whatever. I smoked my first cigarette out of her carton of cigarettes of Parliaments because I wanted to be like my sister. So, like, there was nothing ever, like, really wrong in front of me with my sister, ever. It was more parental stuff that made us the way we are, like me and my 3 other siblings, that made us branch out, lash out, be aggressive, be combative, or whatever it was, or just leave because it was the parent trauma that I think fucked us up the most. And that's why Linz went the way she did, Mike went the way he did, Aliana just went to Korea and modeled. I bounced at 21, 20 to model in LA. And I was like, it was more of escaping instead of feeling. Like, it was easier to just escape. Like, numbers are way easier than feeling the factors of like family dynamics. And like, yeah, your dad's a piece of shit. Your mom had her problems. And it's easier to run away than just.
Are those your words or
these are my
hater words?
No, these are my words. Like,
you think your dad's a piece of shit?
I mean, parts of them, yeah. I forgive, I don't forget. Like, there's stuff in life that I'll never forget, but I'll forgive him till the day he's gone. But there's parts of him that, like, I think people learn and grow. I don't think people really can change who they are because we are who we are, but you could learn from your past mistakes and you could grow from them.
How old are you?
I'm 29. But I see with him, it's narcissism. Shout out, Dad, love you. But it's narcissism and like manipulation, where it's like it makes you feel lesser than you are for his self-gain and controlism. And it's like, shit. And then you see it in yourself sometimes where it's like, nah, I'm not. Like, I'm going to be the other side, like try and polar opposite that. Because that sticks with you. Like, when you're a kid, like, it's learned behavior. Like, you grow up as a child, all you see is all you know. And
that's programming.
Yeah. And it's stuck in your brain. And that's what you learn and what you see. And my father was not good. Like, he was not a good dude. Like, I was born, he was in jail when I was 2 months old. So, like, it was never like, there was no relationship. My brother was my father growing up. Like, my dad was never there, ever. So my brother raised me as my father. And Lynn's, when my mom couldn't be there, was like a second mom. And my nana was the second mom as well. But like, it's these things I think are important for people to realize that, like, life is way deeper than you think. And if you don't express your emotions and feelings and you're not vulnerable or transparent, you're going to be stuck in this bubble in your head and it's going to overconsume you and you're going to lash out one day or just be really angry at the wrong person or snap for what? For your own stuff that you have to just talk about. Like we're talking about now. It's like, it's better to talk about it than keep it in my opinion. And all these things correlate to the way everyone, like I am. I don't know about your upbringing, but like everyone goes through stuff, but it's the way I am because of these things. If I didn't have these things, I wouldn't know who Dakota is. I would still be that lost, insecure boy that never knew.
Well, and you didn't really sound like you didn't really have a father figure other than your brother.
Yeah. And my brother was he's 8 years older, so he's in high school, like doing this thing. Like he was there, but not really there.
Yeah.
So
and not only that, I mean, like
it's like mama's boy. I was a mama's boy.
Yeah, but I mean, number one, people can change, and people do change. Not that your dad has or will
change. In what sense?
People can change. 1,000%.
In the sense of their mentality.
Like you can be a piece of shit, and then you can get where you're not a piece of shit. You can be a fucking thief, and now you're a fucking saint.
Is that really changed though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I never thought of it like that. I guess you're right.
People can change.
I think I guess it's just words are words, and like there's
not that all people will change, but they can change. So again, my book, I wrote a book. You should read my book.
I'll get it after. Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen it.
The opening, one of the opening statements is, people say leopards can't change their spots. And then I say, but I'm not a fucking leopard. You can't change your skin color, but you can change your behavior, and you can change your mindset, and you can change your identity, and you can change the narrative, and you can change who you are. Because I have, in the past, bro, I wasn't always the best guy in the world. Now I'm the best fucking guy in the world. And I changed. And you have to, if you want to succeed. Now, again, doesn't mean people will, but when you said they can't, I don't believe that's true. You can believe what you want, but I'm telling you.
No, I agree with you.
People can change.
The way you just explained it, it makes more sense to me now.
Yeah, and people can change. Yeah. And hopefully your dad eventually will. Why? Well, because again, whether you forgive him or not, that's up to you. But point being is he threw you through some shit. And dude, and look, you're fine. So at the end of the day, you're not defined by your dad, but you can be if you allow it, which obviously you're already waking up to that.
Yeah, nah.
But dude, at the end of the day, you're coming out, you're a fashion designer, you're designing your own clothes, one of one, which means you can charge what you want because there's only one. You can get really known for that. You're an artist, you can get really known for that. And at the end of the day, I bet you in another 5 or 10 years, you might be getting your Oscar, and you'll look back and you'll remember what I'm telling you, which is just because you were given the opportunity because your sister was famous. What the fuck is family for? Like, I would leverage it. I wouldn't use it. I wouldn't take, I would leverage it. And it sounds like if you guys are besties, she'll help you. Does she help you?
Yeah.
But just don't let that stop you from taking help. No, because one of the things that a lot of people forget in life is to ask for it. And especially guys.
That was the hardest thing for me because first off, Lindsay does help. Like, I did a movie in Ireland with her, Irish Wish. Like, I still had to audition, but it was a shoo-in because it's her. She's the star of it. Yeah.
Cool.
But
like,
awesome.
Lindsay, get me in a motherfucking movie.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I wouldn't. And if someone goes,
the
only reason he's famous is because Lindsay got him in a movie. I don't give a fuck. Get me in a damn movie. And then guess what? If I'm in that movie and nobody likes me, then fucking get me in another one.
Guess who has the new Ben Affleck Batman?
Yeah, I'll be the old Batman. But my point is like, it wouldn't bother me to leverage my sister's fame to get me in a movie.
And I think that's growth.
What would bother me, Dakota, would be if she got me in 5 or 6 and I don't have the talent she does. Now, that would make me go study and frickin' pay the dues and take the lessons and practice and practice and practice and come back and say, hey, sis, get me a 7th one. I swear to God, this will be the one.
Mate, this one, yeah.
Period. But I would never feel bad about leveraging my relationships to get an advantage. Because again, people that say that's not fair, listen, you don't,
it's a take. Yeah, I agree with it.
Me, dude, like, I'm looking for the unfair advantages. I'm looking for them. Why? Life ain't fucking fair, in case you haven't figured that out. And then if I made it and everyone says, you only made it because your sister. Yeah, but made it.
But I'm here. Yeah.
Made it. I don't care how I got here, as long as it's ethical, and having your sister help. There's nothing unethical about that. In fact, it would be unethical for you not to, if you ask me. Now, some people want that, I did it on my own.
It's like ego.
Yeah, it's ego.
Ego. And I always claim I don't have an ego, but clearly after this,
dude, ego
sounds like I have a fucking ego that I don't want to do.
Ego is not your amigo.
It's not my amigo at all, bro.
An ego protects your true self because you want to do it on your own. And you can. But dude, if you ask me, if I was your coach, I'd say, bro, you got to let that go. Like, it ain't Lindsay's fault she made it first. But it's your fault. It's your fault if you don't make it. It's not Lindsay's fault you didn't make it. It's going to be your fault if you don't make it.
Damn, bro.
So like,
Right.
dude,
Yeah.
leverage it. And I'm not saying use it like fuck
Abuse
Lindsay,
it,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna get mine. No, but dude, like again, if my dad was
That's that
Donald
negative
Trump,
selfishness. Yeah.
dude, if my dad was fucking Donald Trump, I'd be like, Dad, let's talk. Like, you know, hook a brother up. Hunter does it. He doesn't seem to care, right? So at the end of the day, when people are like, you know, I don't want to use my sister because of this reason and that reason, that's one way to approach it. But
so I would say I'm not using her, like
leverage.
But what was said to me from others, I took too much into myself. Where it was like you're using your sister, or like whatever people would say. I would take that to heart instead of just having a cold heart to it, where it's like, oh, he only got this because his sister. It's like, no, bullshit. I like look at me and I'm good in it too.
You know,
it took me a while to get to that.
You know the word allodoxophobia.
Allodoxophobia. My mom told me vocabulary words every day, but I never heard that one.
Well, that is the fear of other people's opinion. And
Allodoxophobia.
yeah,
That's a cool word. Allodoxophobia. Fear of other people's opinion.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and it sounds like you have a little of that.
It's getting away, but yeah, it's still there.
Because if again, I'm just putting myself in your shoes. If someone told me you're taking too much from your sister, I'd say, well, if she tells me that, bro, maybe I'll listen. But fuck off. Okay, I'll take as much as she'll give me. Like there is no shame in that. Why? Because she's my sister. Number one. Number two, I'd be a fool. Just like I'd be a fool to drive around and looking for in a building for 8 hours. And when someone says, hey, do you want me to show you where it is? I say, no, I want to get there on my own. Like, dude, why?
Can I give you a hypothetical?
Yeah.
All right. So your sister's 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
She's super successful.
Yeah.
In whatever realm, real estate, finance, anything, like whatever she does. And then you are a product of that person. You don't think I can't say that because it's a statement, but you don't think for a moment in time that you would be like, that's her niche. Like she's got that thing going on until you find it yourself, or would you just run with it right away?
Well, I wouldn't do what she's doing because she's famous doing what she's doing. But if like I want to be an actor too.
Yeah.
Look at Casey Affleck.
Yeah. You want to, Emmy or Oscar?
And he's his own person. It's Ben's brother. Who gives a fuck?
Talking about Batman.
But who gives a fuck? Well, that's because you said I look like Ben Affleck.
Yo, he does. Cameras pan to it. He looks like fucking jacked ass Batman.
But
better Ben Affleck.
But I can tell you, again, if Ben was my brother, bro, I would have said, dog, get me in some of them flicks.
It took a minute for Casey though to figure out himself too. He still was doing it.
Well,
right?
that's because, dude, I'm sure it's mentally challenging to be in that position. But I'm just trying to tell you, dude, I wouldn't worry about that shit. I'd be worried about getting Dakota Lohan known as Lindsay or even better, hopefully. But dude, listen, how do you do it? The question is, who do you know? Because when it boils down to it, dude, especially Hollywood, it's who you fucking know. Well, you know somebody, use it, leverage it. And by the way, it doesn't make you lesser than.
Yeah, I always thought it did. So I've gotten better at like reaching out to people that I've known my whole life that are in success, whatever, musicians and whatnot. But I never was comfortable with it at first. Now I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, they like you for you. Like, if you want to talk to them. Not even use, but like.
See, again, that's another thing, dude. They like you for you. That's what you're worried about? Who likes you? Like, dude,
no,
how about you? How about
me for
you
me. They
like
respect
you?
Me for me.
I know, but you like you for you. You respect you for you. Don't worry about them. That's not your business. Who cares why or how they like you or if they like you?
Up, it sticks with you for a bit. Like when you grow up that way, like it's hard to calibrate your brain. And you work on it, which I have been doing, but when you are born into the fire, right? It's hard to get the fuck out of the fire.
Just like there's child actors that are now homeless, drug addicted, and ruined. Why?
West, basketball players, Lamar, like there's a lot of people that have had all this success.
Yeah, but again, so why did they get ruined? How come Lindsay's not ruined? She went through the fire. Well, because again, she found her way out. Good for her. And there's a lot that have, and there's a lot that haven't. The question is, just because you were born in the shadow of a famous sibling,
it sounds
doesn't
like
make you
mechanism.
less.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make you less.
You're right. I would use it as an excuse tactic.
And you want to know what you want to know what else? People are going to say you made it because of her, and then if you don't make it, they're going to say, well, you're a fucking idiot because you had a sister like Lindsay and you didn't make it anyway. It's like, dude, you're fucked if you do and you're fucked if you don't.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, so guess what? Quit worrying about what other people think. Get rid of the allodoxophobia and say, fuck it, dude. I'm going to kick the door in like I own this bitch. And then when I leave, I'm going to leave like I sold it.
Damn, dude, I need you like my ChatGPT on my phone just to get the positive messages.
Tell ChatGPT, what would Brad Lee say?
What would Brad Lee say about this?
Well, that's what I would say.
Kick the fucking door open and say, shut it.
Yeah, like, dude, make your fucking clothes, go in to get an audition. If she got you the fucking movie part, hallelujah. Give her a fucking high five and a hug and then go fucking dominate the movie.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
And then eventually someone's going to say, Dakota Lohan. Yeah, that's Lindsay's brother. And then they're going to be like, oh, eventually Lindsay Lohan is Dakota's brother. Or sister? You didn't know that?
Or just Lindsay and Dakota are siblings.
And like Casey and Ben.
Yeah,
dude,
exactly.
Casey stands on his own.
Yeah, they're on their own pedestal now.
There's another set of people. Oh yeah. Estevez, Emilio and Charlie Sheen. They're fucking siblings.
Dude, Charlie Sheen's funny, man.
I was talking to somebody that was back in those days, and they knew
about Charlie. Yeah.
They knew Charlie when he was Charlie Estevez.
That's insane. I did not know that they were brothers.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, but see, they both made it. Emilio was doing his thing. Whatever happened to Emilio?
He changed his fucking name to Sheen. That's why he made it, dude. He was like, "Fuck the Estevez. I'm gonna go Sheen."
See?
Yeah,
there you go.
I just have to change my last name.
Now you think he gives a rat's dick? No. Dude, he's got tiger blood.
He's got dragon blood.
Dude, he was banging 8-ball rocks.
So I went to Charlie's when I was 11 with Lindsay, because Lindsay and Charlie are good friends, and he had a security guard, and like he had to take my passport to scan it before I went in his house, and I was like, Liz, what the fuck? And Charlie was just like very high energy, but like a sweetheart. But I was like, damn, bro, this is insane. Like these people live so lavishly. But I did not know that was Esteban's brother. Esteban, was it
Emilio Estevez?
The singer, right? Yeah.
No, he's an actor.
What the fuck is that?
You got to Google him.
I'm not good with names.
I don't know if we can pull it up on the screen, Jamie.
No, we don't want him on the screen.
Emilio Estevez, bro.
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah. I mean,
he's an actor. Is he V for Vendetta?
No, that's motherfucking Antonio Banderas or something.
This is how I don't know shit about.
You can Google it later. When you see him, you'll be like, oh, okay, I know who he is.
I want to pull it up now, but I'll wait. I'm going to be so dumb. I feel so dumb after it. Yeah. But
yeah, you'll know who he is. There's
I'm thinking about Enrique Iglesias. That's something.
Yeah, it's not Enrique Iglesias. That's Julio Iglesias' son.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking about. Different family.
You know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger has a son. I think it's Patrick.
He's a great actor.
See what I mean?
Great
like,
actor.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Schwarzenegger, he didn't change his name.
Terminator, though. Like, if your dad's Terminator, you can do whatever you want, bro.
You know, like, imagine if Patrick Schwarzenegger was fat and Arnold was Mr. Olympia or whatever.
I don't think.
But I mean, at the end of the day, people would talk shit like, dude, you're Arnold's son. And then if he's buff, because I hear he's pretty ripped too, well, that's because he's Arnold's son. Like, you can't win, bro. So quit worrying. Here's what I used to think, because I used to worry about what other people thought. And then I realized, guess what? I can't make everyone happy. Do you agree? You're never going to make everyone happy. Would you agree?
That's the most truthful thing. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Okay, so
I try to. So it's impossible.
A lot of people do. Yeah. And here's the problem. You can't do it. So now you have to figure out, well, who are you going to make happy? Because you do have choice. So now who are you going to choose? And most people, they're looking at all these options and they don't realize that their name's on that list. And once you see that your name's on that list, you're like, fuck, that's the some bitch I should be making happy.
It's so true.
Everybody else is off the list. I'm making myself happy. And people go, well, that's selfish. Let me check. Oh, I didn't say that. You're off the list. I'm not listening to you. Why? Because it's not
that's
selfish.
Just projection, right? Like if someone says it's selfish, do you believe in like negative selfishness and positive selfishness, where it's like you could be selfish for yourself to be a better version of yourself for others. But then if you're negative selfishness, it's you doing stuff strictly for your own gain and no remorse for anyone else.
I think the difference is, Dakota, inside, you'll feel it if it's you.
Yeah, your intuition will
and you'll hear it if it's someone else. So are you hearing it or are you feeling it?
It's more feel.
Well, then if you feel like, hey, I'm being selfish, that's probably you thinking you're being negative selfish. But dude, putting yourself first isn't selfish. It's smart. And if you really love everyone around you and you want to give them the best version of you, you have to. You literally need to make yourself
Isn't that
the most
like
important.
A weight on your shoulders though? Like I was talking about kindness for weakness poor, right? Like if you are just a genuine good human and then people undermine that, right? Like it feel like shit. And
to who?
To the person that is being kind, whether it be a friend to someone else. No?
Because you
got a strong ass mind, right?
Dude, you're describing me, matter of fact.
Oh, that's why you said no real quick.
Well, dude, I'm the most angelic person walking.
You are very
100%.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I want to do is help people. I have no evil in me. Well, sometimes I have a couple of evil thoughts, but
you got a bunch of rhinos, dude. They got big horns.
Rhinos aren't evil, and I got a big horn too. But in reality, listen. In reality,
he's got a hammer.
No, but listen, in reality, I'm a good dude, and I don't need you or the world to tell me I am, because I know that I am. So when I get a little commenter that's a hater, and I automatically go, they don't know me. And if they don't know me, what is their point and how valid is it? They don't even know me. So as soon as I realize they don't know me, if you know me, you ain't talking shit about me. How do I know? Because nobody that knows me talks shit about me.
Because you intimidating, bro. Because you look like Batman. That's why. No one would talk shit. I wouldn't talk shit to you.
Dude, it's not about that. It's about if somebody truly knows me, they know I got a big heart. They know I'm generous. They know I'm kind. Well, he says he acts like they must not know me. And again, some people that know me, they think they know me. Dude, nobody knows me as good as I know me. So I know me better than everybody. And I know that I'm zero evil. Like I do not harm anyone. I'm trying to help everyone. So at the end of the day, I know I'm a good dude. That's why these comments on social media don't bother me. Now, if I were not that confident in who I am, they would bother me.
Has there ever been a comment that did before you? Have you always thought like this and felt like this? That like
no. Before I was more like you and everybody else in the world, where dude, I let everybody else's opinion. I worried about everyone's opinion. If you didn't think I was cool, then I'm doing something wrong. Why? Because you need to think I'm cool. Then I realized you don't need to think I'm cool, bro. I need to think I'm cool. Yeah. And I didn't think I was cool. So guess what? I fucking changed it and I fixed it
yourself.
Yeah. I started being more ethical. I started doing the right things. I started, having a different mindset. When you said mindset, that is what it is. It's just most people, they don't realize these things until they get older. Dude, you're only 29, dude. At 29, I was a fucking piece of shit.
Like I'm 80, bro. Yeah, but I am 29. But yeah, I don't know. I think everything you said is spot on to the fact that other people's opinions really don't mean shit unless they're people that genuinely care about you. And if you're going down a bad path, they'll reach out and they'll be good for you. Or if you're doing well, they'll reach out out of kindness of their heart. But there are people that just like talk and say stuff just because of insecure, like whatever, just deflect on you to make you feel lesser than you are. And I think I let that consume me a lot. Like
a lot of people do.
Yeah. And it's like that. I feel like that's the hardest thing because everyone feels like they're not worthy enough because everyone wants them to feel not like less superior than they are. And like, I don't mean superior, like, oh, I'm like better than someone else. I mean, like you are great at what you do. And then you have people be like, oh, but you didn't do this good enough. And I do this better. It's like, well, no, you have your own stuff going on in your own head that you're projecting onto another person that you know already is a deep thinker, an empath, and then that fucks with that person more so just for your own self-benefit, which is negative selfishness, what I was like getting back to. Because positive selfishness is, I'm doing this for me. You did what you did for you. With the negative comments, you took those and you ran with them and you're like, fuck that. I'm going to do me because I'm Brad and I'm going to be successful myself. Screw these people. I'm going to do it for me. And then I'll show people myself who I am. And then the other people want to put you down for that and make you feel lesser. And my weakness is that I care too bullshit. I do care too much, but it is like, you got to put a line up, right? Where it's like, you think that where like you should stop.
You care too much about what other people think, and you don't care enough about what you think. Yes.
Well,
you value your opinion less than other people's.
Used to more so. Now it's getting 60-40 me to other people, but it's a work in progress. And
exactly.
I think timing is everything. Like,
and you'll get older, and eventually, that's why you see these old people walking around with their fucking pants up to here, and they don't give a shit anymore because they're old and they know it don't fucking matter. Their ears are all big, and they got hair coming out of their ears. It's like they don't give a fuck anymore. Why?
Chop that shit. Yeah,
because they realize like it don't fucking matter no more, and all of a sudden they do what they want. They'll fucking fart and not even care, like And you think to yourself like, damn, dude, like they just farted and they're not even embarrassed. That's because they're too fucking old to be embarrassed. They already learned, like, it don't matter. Because guess what? Who's the last person you heard fart?
Me and Aliana were walking on St. Mark Street.
Did it matter?
Village. It was the funniest shit.
Yeah, but did it matter?
I mean, it made us happy. He didn't give a shit. He was smoking a cigarette, and it was just like a wet one. And it was bad. But me and Aliana just fell on the floor laughing, but it didn't matter. But it brought us joy, but he didn't give a shit. He just was smoking a cigarette and went, and we were like, oh my God, I think he shot himself. But we were just cracking up, but he didn't care. He didn't even know.
Have you ever met William Shatner?
Yes, that's great. Fun too on top of it, but yeah.
Yeah. But dude, listen, and when I'm talking to you, I'm really talking to the audience because I want people to understand, because there's a lot of people, dude, in the same situation. And I was in the same situation. And the situation is, at the end of the day, we care too much about what everyone else thinks because, at the end of the day, we value everyone else's opinion more than ours. That's the problem. So you have to fix that. And most people, they don't know how to fix it. Well, again, you have to stop listening to other people's opinion and start listening to you, which is like, well, what do I think? And all of a sudden you're starting to think, well, fuck, I think this. And then pretty soon you start to realize like, dude, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you think there's something wrong with it, fix it. Because I had to fix a lot of shit about myself. Now I'm to the point where like, dude, if you don't like me, I apologize. Let's part ways. I'm not looking for drama.
Yeah, you badass.
Well, you don't say it the right way. Oh, well, fuck. You want a hug? Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't try to be offensive, but love ain't lies.
Yeah.
Love ain't lies.
The truth is the truth.
Truth's the truth. And some people don't like it. So when you tell them the truth and you say it bluntly, they get offended. Why? Because everybody pussyfoots and tries to be
twinkle toes around.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just I just think
I say it how it is. I praise myself on being a realist. Like I don't
realist. Normally, all my shirts say real. Because I'm a realist. I'm the realist.
All right,
know what I'm saying?
Let's test it out. No, you are. But I really think like there's no point of sugarcoating stuff or like twinkle-toeing around stuff. Like if you want to say something,
you ain't Willy Wonka.
I would love to be Willy Wonka, bro. Just fly away and eat chocolate all day. But no, I think that it's really important that like you understand your self-worth more so than you used to. Because I dealt with, I still deal with like dark thoughts and whatnot, like depression, suicidal, because of me letting, and I think it's learned. I think it starts from family, like learned behavior, and then other things in life transpire. Whether it be if you're a child and your parents put you on the street for prostitution when you're a kid, like there's so many different variables, right? Like, and the thing that I realized with my last episode that I didn't it made me realize like you're doing too much for everyone else besides yourself, and you're just trying to end it for no other reason than you thinking people don't understand you. And you if you do that, you're going to harm everyone else and harm yourself because you're not reaching your potential. And I feel like a lot of people, like you were saying, don't have an outlet or a person to talk to about their inner thoughts, their inner demons, everything that happened through their life. And if they don't want to, that's fine. But if you could be a soundboard to them and let them know, like, I will never be in your shoes. I will never be in your socks. I will never be in your socks, Brad, but you'll never be in mine. But we could listen to each other, and that little conversation could save someone's life. Just giving a compliment to someone could save someone's life that day. And you shouldn't feel something from that. It's just a natural instinct you should do for people, because you don't know what anyone's going through. And if you give a little bit of your heart, you should. And you should let them know, like, I'm here if you need me. Because a lot of people don't realize.
You mean you should be kind?
Be kind of be yourself, and let people know it's judgment free. Like, there's no judgment here. Like, because when I open up, it's about stuff like this. I rarely talk about my demons that I have, but why not? Like, because if it could touch other people, then they know they're not alone with stuff that really harm and like internally hurts a lot of people. And like, it's really strange to me that we were talking about twinkle toeing and being soft about it. It's not soft. Being soft is not talking about your feelings, not being like open about who you are as a human, because that's just going to drain you every day. And I don't know, I don't want to sound ignorant, but it'll die sadly. Like I'd feel like I'm more myself because I open up about things in my life. And then you could have a genuine conversation with someone that's like, oh shit, like I feel like that, or my cousin felt like that. And it's like, oh, well, I love to talk to them too. And like, just talk off, like banter off each other. Because most people don't want to do therapy, don't want to do this because it's weak, it's soft. It's not, it's strong, because life is important. You're important. And people think it's not important at all to like just be yourself. And it really, that's the one thing that irks me more than whatever the people, like my own insecurities, everything. It's like people are not kind enough to people, or not open enough to listening to people. That really, like, it's like, what the is wrong with you? Like, we're here for ourselves. Yeah, we want to be the best version of ourselves. But then when you're the best version of yourself that you can be, you could help other people as well and let them know they're not alone as well. Because I needed people to help me out, but I found it myself eventually. Like, you could only change yourself, right? But there was outlets that helped me to get to that point. And a lot of people I think they don't realize that there are outlets for people that need support. And people think it's okay to just live on the surface level and just go through life, do their 9 to 5 and whatnot. Yeah, it's fine. But like, are you really okay inside? And like, when you go to whatever afterlife you believe in, are you really happy with yourself? Are you really happy with like that you didn't express enough about yourself? And I think that is very important in my life, as well as like I said, I love my clothing, love making clothing, love all that. But the most important thing to me is that people know they have outlets in life, whether it be routine, workout, structure, anything, but also human interaction is the most important thing, where it's like you are looking at someone like I'm looking at you, and I don't feel judgment at all. And if you did, I would appreciate your response back to it. And that's a real conversation, which people are afraid to have. And that's why there's so many cases of people just not opening up enough, and then they go down a rabbit hole of bad things. And that's why whatever I go on a tangent about homelessness, suicide, all these things, but like, it really is that in depth that people don't like understand at all.
Well, that's a fact, my friend. A lot of people.
Yeah.
But that's why I started a podcast. Get the knowledge out there.
Yep. You gave me a bunch of knowledge.
What are you passionate about homelessness for? Were you homeless?
So I got kicked out of, we got kicked out of my model apartment in LA because this kid was hitting on a woman, and it was a third strike, but like I pulled him out, and like we got kicked out. And that's why I'm actually here, which is crazy because Donnie is friends with Bri, and Donnie and my mom knew each other, and I lived with Donnie, and I was Kanema Sean Kingston's sister was living in the other room, and we went to downtown LA and we would give food to the homeless. And like, I have always just sat and talked with homeless people. I hate even the vocabulary word homeless people. They're just people that are going through different things in their life. But the thing is, people just walk past them, bypass them. Yeah, oh, they're a crackhead, they're this or that. Okay, but that could have been you. That could have been your uncle. I'm sure I had uncles that were crackheads and alcoholics. Like, it doesn't matter. They're still human beings. So to me, it's like, it's deeper than just the fact that, oh, they look disheveled. They look like this. Like, and I know there's that stuff in Las Vegas under that tunnel or whatever. I've seen some YouTube thing about that. But like, it's still a fucking person. At the end of the day, like, we still bleed the same color. We're still humans. Why not give any little effort you can? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least you gave something and you tried to. If you don't,
do most people not?
I feel like most people just carry out, like, I don't know, living in New York City, like most people, not to shit on my own state, but like most people just, even in LA, most people just walk by. And like, yeah, sometimes you're like, all right, maybe not right now. Maybe I have my own stuff going on in my head. I can't do it right now. But you're still thinking about the person, like caring about other beings, because that's another human being. Like, we're all here together.
Yeah, but why do you have to care about the homeless ones?
I care about everybody. The homeless is just the fact that people don't care about them and they put them on a different level. You put people on fame, you people homeless, middle class, whatever it may be. You put people on pedestals or lesser pedestals, and that doesn't make sense to me. It's still a person at the end of the day. I don't care if they have pock marks. I don't care if their leg is screwed up and they don't have health insurance. Like, that sucks. That upsets me because it's a human still.
Would you want to marry a girl with pock marks?
Would you?
No.
Because you're already married?
Well, no. If I were single, I ain't picking one with a bunch of open wounds from drugs.
No, but I would love to talk to her and talk about life with her. I don't know. Maybe I would have a connection with her. I've never been in that situation.
You could end up falling in love with her.
I might. I'm a lover boy, so it might happen. But no, it's not. That's so wild. She just had pock marks over it.
I mean, dude, what you're saying is people should be more kind. Yes,
just more open.
And I agree. Like, sometimes I give the homeless people money. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I think
try to give them food and stuff. Like,
well, food ain't a bad idea, but like, that doesn't really help them. Like,
no, sometimes I don't like it.
But to me, one time my wife asked me, why do you give some people money and some people you say get a job? And I said, what do you mean? She goes, well, sometimes you just give them $100 and then sometimes you say you don't have any money or get a job or whatever you say to them. How do you choose which ones you're going to give money to? And all I said to her was, I'm not the one choosing. Sometimes I feel like give that guy some money. And sometimes I think get a fucking job.
So who's choosing? You're putting your hand in your pocket. God, the upstairs, God's choosing.
Intuition, God, creator, spirit, whatever. All I know is sometimes I feel like it. So sometimes I don't.
Like, all right, I'll pull the 100 out for this one.
Sometimes I feel like helping the person financially, and sometimes
but it's just
I don't.
A feeling,
and by the way, one time I gave a dude $100. I was doing something, and then I came back around that same area. I pull into this freaking little casino to get some lunch. I go into the place, and this son of a bitch is playing $5 video poker.
Did he win?
I didn't fucking look. I said, I was thinking in my head, I just gave that motherfucker money because I felt bad and I thought he needed money, and he needed money to put in video poker. Like, dude, you never know. The $100 bill.
Spirits were wrong. But
the $100 bill you give the guy could be the thing that kills him, because he went and got his last fix and it was going to be laced with something, and you just fucking killed him.
Whatever it could have been.
So at the end of the day, here's what I say: be kind. So I am kind, which means I'll help if I can. But dude, if I can save you from drowning, you got to swim towards me. Like, I'm not swimming out after you. I might drown, and I ain't fucking drowning. Why? because I ain't drowning. That's why.
So first,
swim towards me and I'll help you.
Darwinism. You gotta worry about yourself first, and then you can help other people. That's why on airplanes,
you got
the
that
mask
right.
on first before you put it on for
yeah, but it doesn't mean that I don't like homeless people.
So if I'm drowning, you ain't gonna save me.
It depends if I can.
What if I doggy paddle and I can't make it that far?
If you're swimming towards me, dude, I'll come out and help you. But my point is, dude, number one, you can't save all the homeless people.
No.
And number two, a lot of those homeless people are there because they want to be there, believe it or not.
I've seen a lot of videos about that where like, I like the way I live, like it's fine.
Dude, I've seen people go out and try to help homeless people and they don't want the fucking help. They want you to leave them alone. So how do I pick? Listen, if you feel like help. I think people should help, but not just homeless.
Everybody.
And not only that, like I've been homeless technically in LA, by the way.
Yeah.
But I was choosing to be there. And it was not that long. People say, well, how'd you get off the street? I said, it wasn't a street, motherfucker. It was the beach. I'd sleep at the beach. People would pay to sleep there. It was Zuma.
Zuma. Oh, I almost drowned in Zuma. I forgot. So when I lived with Donnie and then I left him, before we got kicked out, like after we got kicked out of the model apartment, I was in Culver City homeless for 4 days underneath the bridge, right on the way to Venice, like on Santa Monica Boulevard and San Vicente, and I was just under a bridge, and I didn't tell my family or nothing until like years later because I didn't want like them to like worry or whatnot. And then I found my way out from that because I had friends that were living close by, and I lived there. But like, I don't know, it humbled me to not just that it's homeless people, but it's like it humbled me to be like, oh shit, like you can do it. Like,
so would you say that you chose to be homeless?
I mean, yeah, because I had outlets. See,
that's what I'm trying to say. Most people that are homeless, they're choosing to be homeless.
No, yeah, because I could have reached out.
Who are you to go try and fuck with them? Like, let them be homeless.
100%.
But
I could have reached out.
But what I think you're really saying is like people need to be more kind. Like help homeless, because we always think homeless are helpless. They're not helpless. A lot of them are choosing to be. Now there are some that are helpless, and yes, I think we should help people. But dude, a lot of times you can't help everybody. So here's what I would say: help yourself. Like help yourself. And then once you're in a position where you can help others, give back. And then don't give so much back. Now you're in the same situation. Give a little. Help yourself. Help them. Help yourself. And if you do that successfully, dude, you start getting bigger and bigger and more successful. And pretty soon, dude, you're helping a lot of people. And then guess what? When you're helping so many people, you know there's still going to be some assholes saying, why don't you fucking help some people? Why don't you fucking help people? You got so much money. You don't know who we're helping and who we're not helping, you dick face. Yeah, so at the end of the day, they don't know.
Dick face, how's it going? It really is true though, because those people are just outsiders looking in, not knowing or researching about how much you do.
They don't know you
at all. Yeah. And
someone said the other day, well, this is so great. Why don't you freaking help people? I don't see anything on the internet of you helping people. Well, that's because I don't put it on the internet, you fucking dick.
Yeah, no, you do it naturally.
Well, you just help people. I'm not doing it. So I go, look, everybody, I'm helping somebody. Look at me. I'm helping someone. Yeah. Aren't I great?
You sound like Willy Wonka.
You fucking help. You help somebody because you want to help somebody.
All right, Johnny Depp.
But again, I mean, like there's influencers that have a lot of followers and they get followers by going and publicly helping people. Homeless a lot.
I think that's because they do it for following. Yeah.
Well, some do, some don't. But here's and it's not a bad thing that they're doing it, because if my social media allows me to help more people, then why wouldn't I show it? But at the end of the day, I don't
That's
show
some bullshit to me. But yeah, like I agree with you. It does help.
I just don't show everybody I'm helping on social media. It doesn't mean I'm not helping anybody.
I thought, because I had a following on Instagram early on, that if I showed it, maybe other people would do it. And the backlash I got from messages, from comments was, oh, like, why are you posting this? Like, to show you do good things. It's like, no, motherfucker, I'm doing it because I want other people to see it's good to help people.
So did you keep doing it?
Yeah. But I didn't post it.
See, again, you let other motherfuckers stop what you felt.
I'm being honest with you, Brad. I did. I let him win.
Yeah,
but
so
now I don't.
Quit that shit, bro.
I know, but
do
learning.
you.
It's growing. It's changing. It's like evolving.
So people can change.
See, now I'm on your side. Yeah.
Hey, I'm a closer.
He's changed me. Yeah.
I'm converting you. Well, dude, listen, we live and we learn, man. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. You learn. And I've had a lot longer to learn than you. Because again, I got kicked out of my house at 16, dropped out of school, ran off to LA to be a movie star, got a couple parts in a starring role in a movie. The producer's son got out of a drug rehab and took my part. And then pretty soon I said, man, you know what? I don't want to be broke. That's when I was homeless. I don't really want to be broke. And I found out that the producer's son got the role because the producer, the one with the money and makes the decisions, well, fuck it, I'm going to go get rich. And then I'll come back and be the producer and the guy with the money. And then I'll put myself in the movie. And that's what I did. So I just said, fuck it. I'm not going to sit here and audition and be broke. I'm going to go get rich. And then I'll just fucking pay for the movie.
Yeah. You'll budget your own movie.
Yeah. And I didn't know it'd take 30 years. So now I'm rich and I'm going to make movies. Like I've told Brian that. I'm like, he's like, what are you going to do when you exit this place or some of these other companies you have? I'm going to go make a fucking movie or two.
Movies, dude.
Huh?
Rhino ass.
There has to be some good movies.
Craven.
Movies aren't good anymore. But I'm going to make some movies. I'll put myself in them, not the starring role, only because you're going to need a star to make sure it's watched. But you know what I mean?
I already got one.
I'll put myself in the movie. And if I don't get like scripts and offers after that, well, then I got a cool souvenir. I don't give a fuck.
At least you did it, right?
I guarantee I won't get a souvenir. I'll get a fucking Oscar. Because I'm a fucking...
Nice, we'll be up there together, dude.
Dude, I'm a thespian.
Yeah, good vocabulary.
I am a stone cold actor. Trained as well. So like, people are like, well, you haven't been in anything for 20 years. You don't forget how to fucking act, bro. No. You either fucking learn how to act. I think anyone can learn how to act. Now, some people are more talented. They're prettier. Like Lindsay, she was a good looking.
She was born with it though, like doing what Parent Trap at. She did sitcoms, but Parent Trap at 11, being British and American, playing two different parts that young. Like, I don't think you teach that. That's just like gifted.
Well, again, I mean,
yes, you get a dialect coach and whatnot.
The fact that she wasn't embarrassed to do it is the gift.
Yeah, and like her on the red carpets, I was like, 12, dude?
Yeah, and she was a gorgeous redhead. You don't see a bunch of those.
Just such a pretty, infectious face. Like you wanted to root for her. Like
Lindsay was likable. Yeah, I remember Parent Trap because I was young then too. Like, damn, that was a long time ago. But she was just a little girl. You didn't even know it was Lindsay Lohan.
You know the one boy in that movie when they do the fencing scene?
No.
Well.
I watched it in 100 years.
But that's my brother. It's funny. It's the one dude at the girls' camp, and my mom was such like a momager. Love you, moms, but such a momager that she was like, Mike was so bored on set that Nancy Myers was like, "Do you just want to be in the movie?" So she wrote him in, and he's like the only boy at the girls' camp, like Camp Walden, where they go to. And Lindsay and him fence, and like Lindsay beats him in fencing, and it's the funniest shit ever because no one knows it's Mikey at all. Like no one knows my brother at all.
Why? Because he had a thing on?
Yeah, but he takes it off, and like he's Mom, I think you brought me to the wrong camp. When you rewatch it, I'll show you a photo of my brother when we're done. Like as a baby, it's identical to him, and my mom used to do bowl cuts for us, so we just all had like bowl cuts. So you'll notice like the black haired bowl cut boy. It's the only boy.
He didn't want to be an actor?
I think he did as well. I really do think he did.
He just gave up?
He's talented. I don't think he gave up.
Or did he go, that's Lindsay's
I think
thing.
the timing, I see what you did there. I think the timing between Micah and Lindsay was too close in age gap, where Mike had his hometown friends. He played sports. He went to school for lacrosse, like loved business, loved this, but also he loved acting. At the same time, though, my mom really like, cause she had Lindsay at 22, and she was a Rockette like dancer. So like, I feel like that generation had kids really young that didn't get to explore their own arts and crafts that they wanted to do in their life. So they kind of did it to their children. Not did it to like push them to do it, but they knew they were capable of it too. And Lynn's was the first product of that, and she obviously is incredible at it. But I think Mikey is like the dark horse that really is like, he could if he wanted to. The dude's got a great voice. He'll sing like fucking John Bellion, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, that's you? Like, so he's like all over the place, but
he's the realtor.
Yeah, he's the one that is self-made himself, because he was like, he's like that, like you said, like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it for myself, and then if I want to make a movie, I can do it myself. He's like that type of person where he's like, I'm me, I'm not following this suit. But I don't think that was always him. He can speak for himself, I'm speaking for him, but like
we'll get all the Lohans in here.
Nah, don't get that dickhead in here. Love you, bro. But get him in here. Actually, that'd be funny, because we would have total opposite.
I want to get all of you, including Lindsay.
Yo, you gotta get Mama Dukes in here.
Well, I also want to get Dad.
She won't even let you talk, Mama Dukes. She'll just talk over you.
Would you guys all do a podcast with anyone if
my
your
mom
dad was there?
Shit, I would, but nah.
Does anyone talk to him or no?
He's in jail right now, in West Palm. I talked to him for a bit. I brought my half brothers from Houston back because he was in jail, and like I had to get him away from Kate, who's his like separated wife now. But Mikey will talk to him here and there. My bigger brother, Lindsay, doesn't have an American phone, so like she'll, when she wants to, when he calls me, she'll answer. Like she loves to, like she gives commissary money. Like they all help him in there. But I don't talk to him that much anymore either now.
Is Lindsay rich?
Define rich. Wealth and like money.
More than $20 million.
Shit. Bro.
Actually, no. Rich, I'd say, is, $5 million or more.
Damn.
I mean, she's comfortable. She's not broke.
No.
Because I don't see her in movies anymore. Is she still acting? She
just did Freakier Friday. And then,
that's recent.
Blew up the box office. And then she did 3 Netflix movies right before that.
When? Where?
First one was Falling for Christmas. The second one was some shit I didn't see. And then Irish Witch was the one I was in with her in Ireland. But that was a 3 Netflix deal movie. That's what got her back to doing movies. And then Freakier Friday. But now she's doing all like Super Bowl commercials and stuff, and they pay like, yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she's good. And not only that, she's talented.
Yeah, but
and not only that, she looks incredible. Who did her face, bro?
We talk about this, yeah.
Dude, only because I need it worse than she did.
I want it too. I don't know.
You don't even fucking need it, dude. But I got to be honest, Lindsay was looking a little bit worn. So next thing you know, she looks fucking drop. Dude. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I'm sure like she didn't look as worn as I look just naturally. My point is,
you look good though. What you talking about,
dude? Trust me, I whoever did her face, whatever they did to it, I want it.
The amount of people that
she looks brand new, she looks fresh, she looks gorgeous. When I saw it, I said, "Who?" "Who in the fuck did that?"
The amount of messages I get about that shit. I'm a nice person, but that shit pissed me off. It's like, who does your shit? Not you saying it. But
well, that's because it's such a good job. She looks incredible.
I don't even know what they did.
Well, fucking call her, ask her, say, hey, listen, I like this dude, Brad.
She takes 12 shots every day. I don't know if that does shit.
That ain't doing nothing. Like, dude, one day she looked.
That made me sound dumb. It's vitamins. But
Dakota, one day she looked. Now, again, I don't see her every day, so maybe it was just a bad picture. But
baby glow.
One day she looked.
Bro, I could do a double chin photo right now and look like shit.
One day she looked about 40. No, I'm talking about her eyes and everything. She looked about 40. Like she's been partying, again, because she had been. So like She looked a little bit like, worn. Not bad worn. She's still pretty, but she was looking kind of old. And then the next day,
still hot girl. Like,
she was still pretty.
Weird.
Lindsay, you were still pretty. I'm just saying, and she knows this. Everyone knows this. She looked a little old.
Weathered, yeah.
And then next day, she looked fucking 20, gorgeous, fresh, perfect. And I'm like, that's what I want.
I think
where'd she get it done?
It started with Luai having a baby. I think
it wasn't having a baby, bro. It was some sort of procedure,
right now, Brad.
It was a procedure.
I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I can't have a baby, so if that's what it was, I'm fucked.
Well, then maybe there's a way to have a baby these days. I don't know.
No,
but
I want to know. I want to know whatever.
I'm gonna tell you
vitamins she got. I want her vitamins.
So she did. The baby glue her up. Baby glow. It's a real thing.
That's the real thing.
Yeah, try it. And then I think it's like collagen pills or like collagen shots.
Can you see if she'll send me
I don't want to give everyone this. I don't want to give everyone this. I'll give this to you on the side.
On the side. But
actually, I need everyone. I think it's collagen. I don't
whatever
know.
she did, I want to do it, and I don't care what
and
it
drink
costs.
A lot of water.
And if I have to go to Dubai to do it, I'm flying to Dubai.
No, dude, you go to Turkey.
Wherever she went,
I'm just kidding.
Whatever she went, whatever she did, it was beautiful, and I want one. And I want one once.
I see her now, and I'm like, fuck, dude, you look stunning. Like, she always was stunning, but I get what you're saying. There were times,
dude, like me, like me,
you
dude.
Like Gollum.
Listen, I can show you I can show you pictures of me.
No, it's not good.
Yeah, but watch. I mean, I can show you pictures of me. Let's say even 5-6 years ago, where I look better than I do today. Why? And I'm not partying. It's because people age. So eventually, like in another 3 to 5 years, I'll probably look even worse. So it's like, I just want to know where she went because I'm only going to get one of those.
All right. So I know what we need.
What? Collagen?
There's some here.
Yeah, a whole lot of there.
Yeah, and then just do the thing.
Yeah, but how do you get the thing?
The thing, dude. I want to get
the thing where she got the thing.
I'll tell you the thing after, dude.
All right.
Comes from rhino blood.
Hey, good. I want rhino blood. Whatever she did, I want.
Drop.
There was. Well, it wasn't rhino blood.
It wasn't.
But I can tell you that everybody that knows who she is, that saw that before and after, is like, what the fuck did she do?
I've asked her, and she told me. Kind of went in here.
Baby glow?
Nah, it's not the baby glow. The baby glow helps.
Well, sure, baby glow always
It's
helps.
the collagen. There's
Did
some other.
Did you just have a baby or something?
Luai just turned 2 in July.
And how long until she had that renew? Seems to me like it was last week I saw her.
Nah,
maybe it was
the first Netflix one. I was still dating my ex-girlfriend. Shoot, that was a long time ago because we were in Ireland in 2022. So that was 2019.
Damn, it's been that long?
Yeah.
Is it stayed?
But I mean, they were like just like Hallmark Netflix Christmas like movies that Lindsay wasn't too keen on, but they were good.
If I were to finance a movie, how much would it cost me to put her in it?
Now you fucked because she's doing way better now. But
was she like canceled or something?
It wasn't more so canceled. She just walked away from it because she needed to figure herself out. That's why she moved to Dubai. No pictures without like consent, no nothing. So and that's how she met her husband there better.
In Dubai, you can't take pictures.
No, without someone's consent, you can't.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So
I think all movie stars are going to go there.
Well, that's why everyone goes there now for tax purposes too, as well. But like
now that you say it, I don't see a lot of pictures from Dubai.
Nah, nobody. And what Beyonce and like Justin Bieber did that wedding for like $3 million a piece. No photos of it, but like you can't. But she went there for that mainly, and that was just like a revamp for herself, like for her to find herself again, which we all need sometimes, like to figure out a reset, like a mental reset.
Yeah.
Then she met Bader. So it's not Bader, it's Bader. I don't want to get mad at me. It's Bader. He's Kuwaiti and Lebanese, and he's like my best friend to this day. But that I think her meeting him like sparked something in both of them where she was like, I know what I need to do again. Like I needed time to get away from it, but I'm back full throttle now.
Good.
Now you see her, and it's like, and my whole thing is like, I'm proud of every single one of my family members.
Well, you better get busy, dude, because I have a feeling she's going to come back with a vengeance and win an Oscar.
Just wait.
You need to get busy.
We'll start the freaking production, and we'll win the Oscar.
I need a script. I need a killer script.
I got you.
Why, you write films?
I write shorts. Yeah.
And by the way, have you heard of vertical shorts? People are starting to watch movies vertically on their phone, and it's a special way to film and make them. And they're short, vertical. They're called vertical shorts. Watch and mark my words. More and more and more vertical shorts will be coming out.
That ain't real cinema, but they probably will. That's cool.
Dude,
vertical cinema.
Instagram ain't real cinema either, but people are getting famous off of it.
TikTok ain't real either, but it's cool.
Who's that D'Amelio chick?
Charlie D'Amelio?
Yeah.
Is there two of them?
Yeah. Is that real cinema?
No, that ain't shit.
How much she making? How much she making?
I don't know.
Millions.
Probably, yeah. Which is crazy.
And then again, if she plays that right, she could turn that into freaking clothing lines and brand
She
deals
does it right, yeah.
and movies. I mean, who's like it just keeps going and going. It's like
it's an endless pit. You could do whatever.
Well, this is the new television station and movie studio. All you have to do is be willing to put yourself out there. But a lot of people are so afraid even to build a personal brand online because they're worried about what everybody thinks.
It's the fear. Do you think it's the fear, not a failure, just the fear of what other people perceive you as?
Yep.
I think that's the main.
It's the fear of judgment.
Fear of judgment. Correct. Yeah, I think that's the main thing for most people that could be so successful.
Look at that honey patch, or what's her name? That honey
bunny?
No, that big kind of fat girl that is like famous. Honey bear. What's her name? Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo. I mean, we got phones.
No, it's a really overweight girl that got famous. She got her own show. You know, she was just overweight, but it's because she doesn't care. She just owns who she is.
Flaunt that shit.
People like that authenticity.
That's how
shit.
Skims became so big too, because they were
what does
Skims, Kim Kardashian's brand, because it was for every size body weight. They didn't like discriminate against your weight or like whatever.
You ever heard of the Zombies and Descendants?
Where are we going with this one?
The zombies, Disney zombies.
Do you believe in zombies?
And Descendants?
Side note, do you believe in zombies?
No.
You believe in aliens?
Yes.
What do you think they look like?
There's 3 types from what I hear.
What the fuck?
And by the way, they could look like us.
Are we one of the 3 types?
Not according to these alien experts.
ChatGPTs?
No, there's like small grays, there's the big-eyed ones, and there's the lizard ones.
So I was talking about this yesterday with the gang.
But then there's ones on the other side of the wall who look like, Viking humans with pointy ears.
So like elves, but like Viking elves.
But I would think that we are arrogant to believe that we are the only living thing in the entire universe.
Someone was saying that they could just be organisms and they might not even look like anything. It's just a living organism. Like you talk about like a anemone or whatever, right? Like, and it could just be a living organism that survives off a different.
Well, I already know that there's those. The question is, there's life. Is there intelligent life? Yeah, I think so.
Intelligent life. Yeah.
I think so. And supposedly there's something heading towards Earth, isn't there? Yeah. Like, dude. And, and not only that, dude, the government has released factual evidence and saying, yes, there are unidentified flying objects.
But they knew that, but they known that forever. Why'd they release it now? They were scared that people would freak out.
Well, because eventually
we're going to freak out now.
Well, they're using them for distractions. And not only that, but there's a big agenda. I believe there's a big agenda over the population. I believe that we're all cattle. We're operated like cattle, and we're all revenue, and we're all, and so whatever they do is like manipulating the population.
their own propaganda.
And I believe that.
You think UFOs look like that though? I don't think they look like that.
Look like what?
I don't know. What we see the flying saucers. I don't think they look like that.
You know, one time when I was about 10 years old, one time I was 10 years old, going to the dump with my grandpa, and I remember looking out my window, and not maybe from here to the outside wall over there. I'm sitting there looking outside the window, and there is what I could say looked like a bubble, like it was a transparent globe, probably no bigger than that window, not 100 feet away, cruising right next to us. And
in a flash,
no, it was just a clear bubble.
But slowly,
it was going the same speed we were. I'm looking out. There's a bubble coming the same speed we are, and I thought to myself,
"Nope,
no." But listen, so I roll down the window because I'm thinking it's a reflection off the window. I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" So I roll down the window, and it's not a reflection on the window. It's sitting there, right there. And then I go, "Grandpa, what is that?" And he said, "What is what?" And I said, "That," and it was gone. Never knew what it was.
But did it kind of look like a jellyfish, like a clear jellyfish?
No, it looked like a bubble,
just like a blimp, like literally like a bubble,
like you know how you blow those bubbles.
And you
it looked like that, but about as big as that window. It wasn't that big.
That's insane.
But it was a perfectly round, transparent bubble floating next to us.
And you'll never forget. Like, this is a vivid core memory that
put me on a lie detector. They'd be like, "He is telling the truth."
Oh, I believe you.
Now, I never knew what it was, and I never really thought about it much other than that day. I was like, "Dude, no one saw it. No one saw it. No one saw it." So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that was a UFO, because it really was, by definition, unidentified flying object. But
that's the thing.
I don't know. What I do know, because people say, if you believe in aliens, then how do you believe in God? Do you believe in God?
I grew up Catholic, went to Catholic high school.
You believe there's a creator?
I believe there's a higher spirit. I don't think it's just one dude looking down doing that. I mean, it's scientifically impossible, and I believe in science as well as like evolution. But don't get me wrong, like, I grew up Catholic. I still have faith, but not in the sense that like that. Like,
you don't believe that.
I don't think one dude is just looking down. Like, and I've read the Old Testament, New Testament. Like, there's things that are very comfortability blankets, and I don't want to go too deep into it because it's like, I'm not trying to judge people on their beliefs, but I do think, I don't know, there's more than just that. Like, there has to be. Than Adam and Eve, or like, then we'd all be incest. Like, you'd be my cousin, or like,
that's technically
second brother.
The truth.
You feel me? Like,
we are all cousins.
Yeah. Or
somebody humped somebody.
Yeah.
Because if it was Adam and Eve in the beginning, they must have done something.
They did.
And then they had kids. Then the kids started doing something.
Yeah.
With mom and or sisters.
Damn, we're going down a rabbit hole.
We all came from the original. But dude, I don't know is the answer I give, because like, you don't know. No.
That's what I was talking about last night with Brian. That like, if you could tangibly see something or touch something, then yes, I will believe in it.
Well, you can tangibly touch yourself.
This is a table. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, look,
you're talking about my atoms, like my atomic buildup.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I could physically touch it. Yeah. Right. If you see,
who made that? Evolution?
That's the thing. I don't know.
You think evolution?
I would love
developed
to know. Do you think you
time?
Find out when you go to if there's a next life?
Yeah, I do.
You do? I believe in that.
I think when you die, you'll realize that your energy, because that's what we are, energy.
Yeah.
It doesn't die. The meat carcass that you currently operate, it will, but you won't. You're also not your body. Just like the power of choice, dude. Like, when you wake up in the morning, you have the choice to operate in a frequency of love and joy and gratitude, or you have the choice to operate in a frequency of depression and fear and anxiety. That's just a choice. Anybody that says it isn't, they have what's called victim mentality. They're blaming the reason they're doing it rather than realizing they've got the power not to. All they have to do is realize that they possess that power. So you're saying
scientifically, which has been proven through studies, that if you have depression, anxiety. It's not. It's just you waking up and feeling that way.
No, it could be a chemical
imbalance, or because of your genetic buildup.
But that's a clinical deficiency that's causing your brain not to operate correctly.
But
I'm talking about a normal operating procedure of a perfectly healthy person. They can wake up and choose to be afraid and anxious and fearful, or they can wake up and choose to be happy.
You don't think sometimes
and thankful.
You don't. So okay. To go along with that, I do agree to an extent, but I wake up happy. I am a happy person. I am, but there are days I don't choose to be depressed.
You do really choose. You just don't realize you're choosing.
And is that a proven fact, or is that
that's just my opinion?
That's which is fair, and I respect that. I think I have not that I have no choice, because there's ways to get out of it. I have routines. I have structures to get out of it. I don't wake up wanting to be depressed or wanting to be sad.
No, I didn't say you want to. I said you're choosing to.
No.
Like when somebody's overweight, sometimes they're choosing to be.
That's a choice. Yeah. Or it's also
what about discipline?
Defect. Discipline, yes.
Is that a character trait?
Discipline is a mental.
So it's a choice.
It's a mental choice, yes. But you can still be disciplined and still be a complete chaotic person. Yeah or no?
It depends on what you're talking about.
So you could be disciplined to be the strongest man in the world, or you could be disciplined to be.
I know, but there's like some people,
crackhead,
people that have actual medical and physiological variations going on that cause them to be, whatever they are. Where I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about regular people that are sitting there bummed out because they lost their job. Nobody loves me.
So I think it's deeper than that. Like,
now, if it's a chemical imbalance and they're not capable of normal thought process, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about there's a lot of people in this world. They wake up and they choose to be pissed off, and they choose to be afraid, and they choose to worry, and they choose that shit. Well, that's an energy and a vibration that they're operating in. So what they don't realize, because they don't want to be that way. They just are that way because of what? Well, they just got fired. What would you do? That's an outside factor. So like if I just said something that made you mad and we left and you said, Brad made me mad, I would say, that's bullshit. You chose to be mad.
No, because I'll question you back, because I agree with what you're saying, but also in the sense, okay, say you lose a relative that's very close to you, right?
Yeah.
A grandmother, a mother, a brother, sibling, anything. And you wake up, do you choose to be sad, or is your emotions taking over your body? Because we are built off of emotions.
Emotions should be used as triggers, but you can't stop your emotions.
Exactly, which is the same form as if you wake up sad. You'd be sad if you lost a sibling, right? And you would wake up knowing, oh shit, that person's never going to be back in my life. You don't choose that. That's a natural that's a natural
You
emotion.
Don't choose the emotion. You choose how to react to it.
Yes. Okay. So what I'm
just
saying,
like if I kicked in your door.
I'm not choosing to be depressed.
Yeah, but watch. Let's say I kicked in your door. I'm about to kill you, and I really am going to kill you, and you know I'm going to kill you, and you don't want to die. And I say to you, but Dakota, you can't pay your rent. And you were just worried about that. And you were scared that you're going to get evicted. And I'm like, but you can't pay your rent. So I'm about to pull the trigger. And you're like, please don't. And so I say, okay, I won't. And I don't. And now you're fucking thankful you're not dead. You're no longer worried about your rent. Well, technically you were worried about it because technically you were choosing to worry about it. But I'm not saying it was easy to just forget about it.
Your worries switch so quickly though, because there's a gun in your face and someone's.
No, it's because your perspective changed.
Not me. Someone was in that situation, right? And just pulled a gun to you. You have instinctual fight or flight mode, right? You're instinctually, if someone with crazy eyes pulled a gun and was like, give me your money because you didn't pay rent, would that not switch your emotions without any thought process at all? No,
emotions would flood in.
Chemical balance, right? Like it would flood it, but it's just an instinctual thing. You don't choose to wake up. Like
yes, you can.
Okay. I would like to talk more about this on podcast 2.
All right, let's talk about what Lindsay did so I can get that done. And we'll talk more about that off the air.
Yeah, off air.
And folks, again, I figured this would happen. We didn't talk much about what Dakota's plans are, but again, if you guys want to follow the dude, you can at Dakota Lohan. You guys can go get his clothes if you're lucky, because he makes very few one-of-ones. I'd hit him in the DM.
Yeah.
He's got art coming out. He's got his shit coming out. He's acting. He's getting parts. I saw you in a big black dress once. What was that about?
It was Christian Siriano. I just got back from Ireland when I did the movie with Lindsay, and I broke my leg, and he put me in these boots, and it was like he rented out the cathedral in New York, and I was the only male to walk in the runway, and it was like a big old dress, and I thought I was going to trip and like re-break my leg the whole time, but that was for Fashion Week. 2 years ago? New York Fashion
Is
Week.
Illuminati real?
I mean, I lived across the street from it when I was talking to this girl, and like the celebrity one where there's supposedly tunnels that go across. It's just real. I was talking to a dude outside of one of them. I hope that it's cool. Illuminati, you're cool, man. I'll fuck with you, but I don't understand it, but it's definitely real. Like, you donate to this organization. It's another form of, I guess, like religion, but I don't know enough research on it to talk about it. But
and we
Lindsay
probably
used to get packets. Yeah, Lindsay used to get packets from them, like Applied Illuminati, like weekly, like a booklet, like sign up for Illuminati. So they would give it to certain people. Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's a hierarchy. I think Will Smith's part of that thing, dude.
If the Illuminati were real, would you want to join?
Hell no. I like being a person. I like being me.
What would it mean by joining?
Probably some weird like hazing shit or so, I don't know, or just like donations. I feel like they just want money, like everything. Like, I'm not gonna shit on my own religion, but like even churches, they like you.
What is your basket? Religion?
I'm spiritual. Like, I'm a bit of Catholic, but spiritual. Like, I believe that we're all beings, and like when we pass, scientifically 0.001% of your being goes on your DMT. That's why people do DMT and all those crazy drugs, because a part of your being goes somewhere else. That's your soul going somewhere else. I don't know where fuck it goes, but I believe that there's always something more than this. This can't be everything.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Folks, go follow Dakota at Dakota Lohan. And until next time,
so much.
Keep that shit real.